I feeling about Harmony 1 so far? Well, this thing kind of sums it up so far for me. Feeling pretty all right about it, to be honest with you. What's happened so far is it's come into our territory we spoke about. Now, yes, I know, right? We spoke about this the other night, and it rocketed up somewhere to somewhere, and it got all the way up towards the 1618, right? Is that what it did? This is 24 23. No, sorry, this was here. It did this. It did this part of the move, right? So we moved all the way from 1385 sort of thing up towards 16. And that, of course, represented a lovely 20% profit. So naturally, now we were able to move our trade into have a stop that was somewhere in profit. Obviously, not in terms of like how I just struggled to put a stop in there with the spot account a second ago. But yeah, we were able to do that, right? And now it's back on again. Whoop whoop, same thing, same conditions. What we got over here is this ADX. Now, how did we describe this the other day? As it's having just like crossed, and can we capitalize on it? Blah blah blah. Well, we pumped, then we dumped back down again. Now we're looking and saying, well, can we cross, and will we capitalize on it? If it crosses negatively, we could be looking down towards the 12 area. That's a move, a tradable move for anybody interested in doing it. Highly tradable. You know, you're looking down there at 15%. So if you want to do that, that's not a problem. Managing your risk in it around about this red line seems sensible to me. If you want to take out these areas up above, like the this other red line, for instance, then that also seems sensible to me when I'm looking at how this price action could go. Looking up towards 17,690 as my personal sort of where I would like to see the prices go to, profit taking target. The fact that we bounced off of that zone and then came back down again, it's not much of a shocker, and as well, it's not left us as any sort of strife. I'm looking for the prices to get the play out from the potential hidden bullish divergence, which is on here, for a move towards the top side. But like I say, potential, because what do we need? Well, we need this to be a local low first for us to be able to say that that's what that is. This would then have a positive cross, and the DMI would look great at that stage. The RSI would have found support at the neutral line and be back up the way, maybe even cross over its moving average and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I want to see happen. The fact that it hasn't happened yet is fine, I suppose. The volatility that we've had so far in these regions, how fine or not fine is that? Well, you know, it's actually okay. 50% here allows a lot of the big fish to sort of swap around their accounts, etc. Maybe this is okay. It really depends. I'm liking the idea that this whole zone in here is a reaccumulation zone for somebody out there. That would be nice. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not liking the idea so much that this zone at the top is a distribution zone for people. You know, not so much, but have to admit that, well, you know, it is what it is. Like, until such times as we've gone past these series of targets that I'm looking to, you know, like this line and this line, then we haven't actually changed the conditions. And of course, this could be described as being fake out territory from any move outside of this, if you were to describe it as being any sort of wedge, triangle, ascending triangle, descending triangle, sorry, etc. Really looking at that zone and then saying, well, movements beyond that are change of circumstances, change of things get interesting again. Well, yes, indeed. So anything up towards the next target does start to look very, very, very intriguing at that point. And that's when your sort of opinions really have to start to change about things. We know that there's going to be some big areas to break through. And it's all expressed in the previous price action. You know, we saw it happen here when the prices came up towards the 19 to 20 area. Then, of course, when we came into 20s in here and well, that was 22. When we came into 22 here a couple of times, you know, we really were seeing the prices get rejected back down again as profit taking came in. All these exuberant buyers able to take it here, there, that round number price area, giving you that easy tradable event twice, in fact. And that then just draws in the just makes it so clear when you look towards where the 786 is that it will be of absolutely no surprise to you. Then I draw in from somewhere around about those highs to these lows here that you can see on whoops, when I draw in from, sorry, the previous low, whoops, all over the place here at this exact second in time. There we go, right, it's from the previous lows up to the highs, that the 236 is floating in at around about this area below. So that whole chunk at the top there, this whole bit where the VPVR drops off and everything, that's where we're going to have to like get through. At the meantime, we've just got easy to risk management trade. See, when I say easy to manage risk, by the way, I often talk about it and say this zone here is way less easy to manage your risk. Once it's actually in here, of course, when it's actually in there, we'll be able to look towards how we got there and these previous areas, etc. But that's a way grayer area than it is to look towards these sorts of zones and these sorts of zones where it's so clear. And that's what I mean about easy to manage your risk, and easy to manage risk means manageable, and manageable means doable, and difficult to manage risk where you just don't really know where it is means that you're going to end up not doing it, and then you'll end up in the sort of Shan plays position, if you like. Up 50x since TradeSpawn recommended it, so pretty good on that front. More recently, I think it's at the very least got a 236 retrace at the top of the cards. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so there's that. So you think it could easily go back up and try and around about that zone? Well, that's the 618, isn't it? From that low, like if we just put in this is what we talk about all the time on the channel. This is why it's so important to reiterate to people all the time when you're talking about Fibonacci's, etc., how you actually want to draw out a picture of the flow of the market, which is why harmonics and Elliott wave, etc., come from these ideas, right? It's because look right in there. That was where the 618 golden pocket is. That's where the 236 is, which means that we know that this is the zone. That's the zone to look to. This is the area to break past. That's my thoughts on Harmony 1. If anybody was to hit the like button, I would really, really, really appreciate it. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, hello.